Problems with electric vehicles in India, 2023. Introduction. Is it not the right time for buying an electric vehicle? Everyone can have their different opinion over this question, but in this article, we brought to you some actual concerning points that can give you a better perception for the question challenges with electric vehicles. Electric vehicles made their proper debut into the commercial vehicle market in the year 2019 with Revolt RV400, which is still the most loved/preferred electric bike in the market, and after RV400, Tata launched their Nexon EV, which was the next super hit product in the EV market, and after that with the entrance of countless EV-making startups, like Ola, Ather, Technoev, Hero Electric, the EV market in India never looked back. But still, if we see on records only 1.8% population who adopted EV in India till 2021 in India, the report of 2021-22 is yet to come, which is extremely low. However, this percentage of EV penetration is growing at a very high pace, nearly by 200% every year. With this pace of EV adoption, it's expected to achieve 30% of electric vehicles penetration till this decade. Why these numbers are too low in India? Why are other countries like Norway, China are decades ahead of India in terms of EV penetration? What are the limitations with electric vehicles that are stopping electric vehicles from going mainstream? Disadvantages of electric vehicles in India. 1. EV cost and battery cost. The cost is the most concerning point for an individual when it comes to buying an electric vehicle. However, there are many incentives given off by central and state governments. But the common condition in all policies is that the incentives are only applicable for up to a certain number of vehicles only, and after removing the discount and incentives, the same EV which was looking lucrative to buy suddenly becomes unaffordable. This tells that buying EVs no more be cheaper after a certain saturation point. Battery cost. It's no more hidden from anyone that the Li-ion battery in electric vehicles is built to last till 6 to 7 years or hardly 8 years, and after the battery decay period of an electric vehicle battery, its user remains with no other choice than to buy a newer battery which costs nearly 3/4 of the whole vehicle cost. Battery cost is going to be a pressing issue for the EV buyers because electric vehicles are new to both market and customers. The battery issue requires at least 5 years to surface. This will going to be impacted in a long run. 2. Beta version of vehicles. Right now, both the technology and companies are new to the market, and the products they are manufacturing are possibly facing real customers for the first time. And it's nearly impossible to make such a complex product like an automobile perfect for the customers in the first go, and as expected the buyers faced many issues. Vehicles like RV400, Pluto 7G, Nexon, all them has to update their vehicle up to a very high extent after customer feedback and reviews. Recently Technoev has made a lot of changes in their policies, software, hardware, and not even Tata Motors has to upgrade their BMS and regen software after a lot of complaints from the customers regarding extremely low range. So, buying the vehicle from the first batch of the company's production would be a bad idea and can even give you an extremely bad experience. 3. Poor infrastructure and range anxiety. Poor infrastructure is among the most pressing issue among people thinking to opt for electric vehicles. Poor infra doesn't only include a lack of charging stations but also the lack of proper charging set up in their home. Charging a heavier electric car could be a major problem for any electric car owner if he or she lacks proper setup, powerful MCB, wire, and earthing near their place. Range anxiety. This problem of mental pressure comes due to lack of charging infrastructure, which is improving day by day but still required to improve a lot in this area. Many companies are offering mad range for their EVs in ideal conditions like 200, 180, 150, but in real conditions, 150 kilometers is like a dream, and if you are from the category of an average Indian male with some luggage and riding in a city like a condition, then you should be satisfied with a 100 kilometers driving range. In electric cars, the loading capacity may not have much impact, but for small vehicles like electric scooters or electric bikes, even a small difference in driving conditions can impact your EV range a lot. 4. No universal charger and ecosystem. Lack of standardization. Every second electric vehicle making company has its own different charging port, which is becoming a hurdle to setting up a proper charging ecosystem. Also, many EV users complained about facing moral trouble for charging their vehicle in different EV making companies' charging stations, which can impact the growth of the EV industry. Lack of standardization is a curse to the Indian electric vehicle industry. It's damaging the present and future of the EV market. Every second electric scooter has its own different charging port, which affects the charging station infrastructure because no specific charging station can be built that can charge all types of electric vehicles. Just like electric cars get a specific charging port, CCs too, electric 2- and 3-wheelers should maintain a similar standard to achieve the mass adoption of electric vehicles. 5. Temperature issues. Temperature can affect the performance of an EV battery at a large extent, which makes EVs inappropriate for too cold, Uttarakhand, Meghalaya, or too hot regions like Rajasthan, Kerala. The battery can give its ideal performance when it's in use under the temperature range of 15 to 40 degrees. 6. Very few academic and local skill awareness. EV push is necessary along with the academic awareness and importance to the students of coming generations. Because the EV spare part and servicing industry is another essential part of the growth of EVs. When one is stuck with their broke ICE vehicle, he or she can easily find a help or customer support near them, but when it's about electric vehicles, it's surely a tedious task to find someone who can fix their issue or help them. 7. Less performance for ideal economy. 8. Will increase the electricity demand at a national level. 9. Environmental concerns. 10. Servicing is in danger. All these points are presented here in front of you has gone through a lot of research, studies, and reviews.